Weird. We are the Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha. We are your hosts, Rexy
and Denise, and we are recording with special support from Councilmember Mark Collier,
broadcasting from a galaxy far, far away.
Pew pew. What is up, herd?
We, as you can see, have a very super special guest today.
We are highlighting the wonderful,
amazing,
spectacular,
so talented,
you guys are so sweet,
loving, generous. We can literally go on and on and on.
Oh
we do have things to talk about, so
my ego has been boosted. Thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Arlene Laxamana.
And you are the founder of...
Oh, I am one of the founders of Real Okie Superheroes.
And you know that because we have talked so much about Real Okie Superheroes, or ROS. We've talked so much about that. And the big, awesome reason that we have Arlene here with us today so that we can talk about that really rad concert in the park that we got to MC.
It was so much fun.
Well, you guys were amazing. So, first of all, thank you both for even being there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us. It was such a privilege to be able to be a part of such a great community event and a great way to give back to the community. So yeah, thank you.
No, I really appreciate you too, because you guys really brought that energy that I wanted for an event like that. So yeah, I'm so thankful. I was just like, who am I going to have MC this year? And then I thought about you two. You guys are perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, it's our turn.
Rexy's crying.
Fine.
It's been a while since we've had some tears on the show, so
I might bring them. I'm sorry. That's what I do.
Okay, so but before we really dive into the meat of our episode, Arlene has never been a guest. You guys might have seen her. We did a little mini interview with her at the Will Eisner Fest.
Yep.
So you guys might have seen her very quickly or heard her voice, but we have 3 questions.
Oh gosh, okay.
That we always ask our guests.
Okay.
And because you are a customer, you're going to get 3.5 questions. Okay. The third question has 2 parts.
Okay.
So to start off with, the first question: what is your favorite show, movie in Star Wars? Show or movie? What's your favorite?
Currently, it's still going to be Mandalorian.
Yep.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it's hard to talk
I'm
about.
obsessed only because Baby Yoda, obviously, or Grogu, excuse me, sorry. And then, of course, the armor, because I love cosplaying.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So, with that said, number 2, who is your favorite character? But before you answer, it can be a person, it can be a planet, it can be a plant, it can be a ship. What is your favorite thing in Star Wars?
oh gosh. The first thing that comes to mind, it's gone now, was the Razor Crest. I mean, I really love that shit.
Yeah, no,
that was
cool.
so sad when they destroyed it.
So
I almost cried. I was like, why did they do that?
It was so heartbreaking.
We were all
I was
like
super
enamored with that
shocked.
ship.
And then I didn't get the Lego set either. I was sad about that too. So
I have it on my bookshelf out. I love it.
yeah, I know that's like it's fairly new. It's the Mandalorian related, but that was the first thing that popped in my head when you asked me that question. So,
So question number 3, part A.
Okay.
What is your favorite, like when you think about Star Wars, back to whenever you actually like kind of got into it, what was your favorite moment or memory from Star Wars?
Okay, so I didn't really get. I was a very sheltered child, so I didn't see any of the movies till I was in college.
Oh wow, okay.
And so
okay to be a late bloomer.
My first experience with Star Wars was actually Episode 1. when I saw it at a 12:01 showing at the Promenade Mall.
Oh my gosh.
When that theater was still there.
Yeah.
It was 12:01. I remember actually sitting in line at like 9 p.m. just to be like the first one to get in at 12:01. So I have that's actually a really fun memory of doing that. Like sitting outside the mall in line and with a couple of my friends waiting to watch the 12:01 showing.
And that is always so fun.
One thing I miss now is you don't have those like true midnight showing
no, they don't
releases because I remember going. I was a freshman when that one came out, but by the time Revenge of the Sith came out, I was in college, and I also got to watch a midnight showing.
Yeah,
like, it's just such a nice like. You miss interacting with the people at the
well, yeah, because you know they're fans. You know they're fans there because they wouldn't be sitting there at 9 o'clock at night waiting for the 12:01 showing too.
Right.
And then I also remember when there were like several lines. So there's the 12:01 line, the 12:02 line, the 12:03 line. I remember like going in at 12:01, going, ha ha. So dorky. Hey, yeah, exactly.
So we talked about your favorite Star Wars memory. Now we got number 2. What is your favorite Star Wars memory in costume?
Oh gosh. Well, one of the visits we did was with a little boy named Jack, and we actually had the 501st partner with ROS.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a bunch of Star Wars characters with us, but I was the armorer that day. And you don't really think of the armor as huggable, because she's got the armor on, she looks tough.
You make it work.
But yeah, but Jack's little brother, he just fell in love with me. Like he was only, I think he was 2 or 3. But he's a short little boy, and he just kept coming to hug me. He even kissed my helmet a few times. I mean, I didn't have the heart to wipe off those kiss prints. But yeah, that was yeah, I haven't forgotten that moment. It was just like I was like melting inside. So
that's amazing.
That's sweet.
We got to do, I don't think it was that same event, but another event where we did Star Wars, and I think maybe 501st plus ROS. Yep. And we got to Mando together. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, that was my debut. That was my armor debut. Right. Yes.
So note to myself, put a picture right there. Arlene was armor, and I actually had my Mando still put together. I could wear it.
You got a helmet.
I should have brought mine. No. Oh, it's up there.
It's up there. You can see all my nerd stuff.
It's a good room.
Oh, fun fact, actually, Denise, if you'll pop this way for just a second, you guys can see a sign back there. See that prayer room sign? That actually came from Celebration in Anaheim.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm going to hang it up above my altar.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Or maybe over there. Maybe I'll hang it over there.
I like that.
But, yeah. I love it. I'm just looking for a good place to hang it up.
No, that's awesome.
So,
knocking stuff over.
I don't know if this is really the place to start, but I want to start off by saying that it felt really special that you gave us the opportunity to MC the event, knowing we'd never done it before. Neither one of us had ever done it solo, and we had never MC'd together. Like, we literally had never announced anything ever.
But I watched your podcast, and I see your energy, and I see how you interact with people, and I just thought it'd be great.
Thank you. Thank you for giving
I hope you all agree with me.
Thank you for trusting us. I was like so nerve-wracked. Like, my nerves were through the roof like all week leading up to it.
Couldn't even tell.
We had a blast.
Yeah. Well, I could tell, and that's what I really liked.
I remember we first got up there and we started, and you were like, "I'm nervous. I've got some stage fright or something. I don't know."
I don't blame you. I was like,
"Do you want me to start?" And she was like, "Yeah, you start, and then I can just roll with your energy."
Yeah, and you did amazing. Like you done it before.
I mean, it took her like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Okay, here I am."
Yep.
It was fun. So I guess we should start asking you some information about Real Okie Superheroes.
Yeah. Okay. So let's start with so when were we founded?
The official date is November 9th, 2018.
2018.
It was the day before I turned 40.
Oh, wow.
The day before my 40th birthday party.
Okay, the party. That was a cool party. How did it Stokely?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Well, I was invited. I
didn't know you then. I'm sorry.
Sure, that's how people dancing. I was like, oh, everybody looks like they're. I'm a little bit more quiet.
Yeah.
So what is if I can ask, like, what's the origin story there?
Okay. The origin story was that the name was a joke.
Oh.
So it was just like when Andy, Captain America, and James, Spider-Man, and we were kind of talking about, well, let's start a group that's official because people were offering me money to help other people, and I was like, I kind of want to make this more legit,
right?
That way people can trust us with their money.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, let's do this 501c3 thing. It's gonna be work, and we're gonna need a name, and so I was trying to think of something, and then Andy just comes out with Real Okie Superheroes, and we're like, that's it. And that was all she wrote on that. Kind of ran with it. But yeah, it started as a joke though.
And then it was
like, this isn't funny anymore. This is real.
It's so perfect.
Yeah, well.
And now we have 4 divisions?
5. I mean, technically 5. Well, 6. We haven't made it. Okay, maybe I can ask you guys. I need somebody to design a logo for me for our Star Wars division.
Oh, that's right.
We don't have
I have my application at work that I need to submit.
Yes, we do have an application process to join our group too. So
background checks, vetting, making sure that everybody is safe and can be trusted, because we do work with very vulnerable groups of people.
Well, and I think it just also brings more what's the word that I'm looking for? Authenticity is not the word. Credibility. There you go.
Yeah.
It brings more credibility that the members are vetted, and we're making sure that everybody who is part of the group is a safe person for the public. Because like you said, you guys do go and spend time with vulnerable people, or even hospitals, like hospital visits. It's not just some random people they want to bring in. Make sure
there was a process.
Yeah. We check references and all that kind of stuff. So,
what was the first event that you guys did? Like the very first one?
The very first event as an official ROS event, we visited Bailey. She was a little girl in Glenpool who had DIPG, which is one of the worst cancers ever that a child can get. And the message I got was that she loved Wonder Woman and Captain America. Well, that's perfect because those were the two starting members. So, and then of course the siblings love Spider-Man, so that worked out too. And so we visited them at Christmas. It was just like a morale boost because she had just been diagnosed with DIPG. And so we brought them Christmas presents. We made slime together. It just had a fun time with her. Nice. Brought her Christmas present, brought her siblings Christmas presents. And so, yeah, we just did that. It was like a morale boost visit for her. Unfortunately, she passed away about 18 months after that. So we were with her from the beginning that we met her till the end. And I actually attended her funeral and everything. So
that, unfortunately, is a thing that all of us have bumped into over and over, just because of the type of charity work that we do.
Yes, I'm getting choked up. We're talking about crying. I know. We're talking about crying, but yes, I think that's what makes this unique, is that we stay with them through their whole journey. Like, we don't just feel like, okay, one time, see ya. It's like I check in with the families. Is there anything you need, especially when they're on Facebook posting about some kind of hardship or. Right. She had a bad day at the hospital, or she's trying to deteriorate, that kind of thing. So I kind of check in and make sure that we're still in their lives.
And that's one thing that's really touching about the charity. Because, like, I know with Star Wars Group, we've done stuff, but it never goes to that level. Like, you get really personable. Like, you create those connections with the family. And in their time of I'm just not wording today, you guys. I'm
Words are
not.
hard.
But in these like vulnerable times for family, they have people that, like you said, it's not just a one and done deal. It's a
Somebody checking in on
Checking
you,
in
consistently
and-
making sure you're okay. There's
it's
there's a lot of support.
Yep.
And then that first year, did you have a senior facility
Yeah.
hosted as well?
Yes, that also was born our senior stockings campaign, which is where we fill these tote bags full of toiletries and socks and other little fun things that our seniors really love. You know, we take them for granted, but they are happy about socks. I'm happy about socks personally. I mean, you know, like a nail file, you know, just simple little things that they normally wouldn't get because they don't have family to go to the store and get it for them.
Right.
And so, we really enjoy that. So the first year, that same year, we delivered 40 senior stockings.
And that was to Glenpool, right?
Yes.
Center in Glenpool.
No, I'm sorry. No, it was some facility somewhere that we got assigned to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, we've grown since then. So,
So-
I don't remember where that was.
we have holiday season coming up, so that means senior stocking campaign is live.
Mm-hmm.
How many senior centers are you going to be visiting this year?
We're looking at 6 or 7 this year.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of chill. Like,
Well, it's a lot. As
That's
we
amazing.
grow, the need, you know, people realize that we exist, and so they're like, "Hey, maybe you can help us." But so yeah, we started from the first facility was 40, and last year in 2022, 588 seniors we delivered to. And
That's
so I'm going to assume that we're going to go over that this year. So that's why we need donations, we need support, and everything like that.
And how can they donate if they would like to donate to either ROS in general, or if they would like to donate to the Senior Stockings campaign?
Well, there's information on our website on how to give. And then I'm going to upload a specific website just about the Senior Stocking campaign, which will include like links to our Amazon wish list and things like that. So if people don't want to donate money but want to like send us socks or things that we need, then perfect.
So what is your website for our listeners?
That's www.realookiesuperheroes.org.
I think Rexy is putting that up too for all you watching on YouTube, so you can see.
Is it an S?
Yes.
I looked at that too many times and I was like, I don't even think it's a word anymore.
Yes, there you go. .org.
Oh, .org.
Yeah.
.org. Yeah, I need to remember to email in my application tomorrow. Work's been great.
I'll put in a good word for you.
For everybody who is watching right now and you would like to donate, you see the website scrolling across the bottom of your screen. You can go there. There's all kinds of links. Like Arlene just said, Linktree will take you to everything.
Everything.
Right.
We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have YouTube channel.
And we'll link all of those in the show notes on our social medias.
Yeah.
But Real Okie Superheroes, you punch that in and we'll come up.
So we talked some about the seniors. Let's talk a little bit more about the kids, because I know this is like one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I know you guys do not only home visits, you also do hospital visits as well, right?
Yes.
And how many like hospital visits do you say you do about a year?
We try to go once a month.
Okay.
And then that's at St. Francis, and then our team in Oklahoma City tries to go to Bethany Children's and OU Medicine, OU Medical.
Yeah.
At least whenever they ask us to,
Yeah.
which I would say about 6 to 8 times a year, depending on what they have going on.
Yeah.
And you said you have different divisions.
Yeah, we just started that. I mean, it's kind of fun.
It was
To
an
have,
accident, but it's
yeah.
So what are these different? Do they each go? So does this? Okay, so explain your divisions.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess the starting division is the Real Okie Superheroes team, which we started with superheroes technically, and then there's the ROS family, ROS Fairy Tale Brigade. We are a family.
Yes.
ROS Fairy Tale Brigade, which is like the princesses and the fairy tale characters.
Okay.
And then next, I guess, started was the Ghostbuster division.
Yeah, I guess that was.
Kind of around the same time.
Yeah.
So Ghostbuster
Yeah.
division, and then I got pressured into getting a Ghostbuster put together. So
A little bit of peer pressure.
Did Rex do
a
that?
little bit of you, a little bit of Spider-Man.
Yeah, a little bit of several of it.
Okay. Rexy has that effect.
Yeah. So Ghostbuster Division, and then it was the Tulsa Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is that's a huge part of it. I mean,
Yeah.
they're big. And then is that it? Did I say everybody? Then we did we started like the Okie Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
we have all these different spiders on our team. I didn't know we had. And then we've had the, what did you name it? You named it Galaxy Force. Yes.
Yeah, I think it was the Galaxy.
Yeah, we can't copyright law, so we had to name it something cool.
Yeah, so that's our
Not the Space Force?
Nope. It was suggested, but they're like,
whatever you named, because everybody voted on that and
it
seemed
was.
to like
We'll go back
it.
and check, but I think
There's
it was
positive
Galaxy
feedback.
Force.
Yeah, so that's what we need a logo for that. If you guys
Yep.
want to help us out with that, you just write them and let me take a look and we'll see.
So do you think that having all these different divisions has been able open the doors to more things?
I think so, but because we have a diverse team, like myself. If you just think about me, like I have Wonder Woman, I have Moana, I have a Ghostbuster, I'm Raphael. So like all our team members have like at least more than one cosplay, I would think.
Yeah.
You're Baymax and a Ghostbuster,
Baymax and a Jawa and a Ghostbuster.
And then at one point you had Merida and
and Merida.
And then you had an amazing Merida too. I remember that. So yeah, I mean there was just like all these.
Fill in one.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a lot. We have a lot of versatile people on our team. So I think it's just fun to have those little factions.
Of opening doors, tell them what you guys just got to do with the turtles.
What do we do?
In Smash.
Oh, Memphis.
Memphis.
Okay, so yeah, so the turtles are big right now. Especially the movie that came out recently, and so we got to hang out with Kevin Eastman, the creator of the the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we got to do photo ops with him with the con goers of Memphis
cool.
Comics Expo.
Right?
Yeah, it was really cool. Like we got to do with the ninja rap in front of him.
That's so cool.
It was worth sweating for 6 hours. Yeah.
And it's like these little things are like those are the perks of spending so much money on the costumes.
Yeah.
Spending so much energy, so much time. Like they're not low quality costumes. They're not cheap costumes.
No.
And we all just do it because we want to make people smile.
Yeah.
I mean the attention is fun, but we want to make people happy. So we're not doing it for payment or for gifts or whatever, but it does feel good when we get to do these things.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, oh,
we've arrived. Like
cool.
they've invited us to hang out with Kevin Eastman, our dad.
Right? Yeah.
So yeah, that's what James Mikey. He was just like, "Hey, pops," and Kevin just loves that. He just like laughs at it.
That's
So yeah, it's fun.
So I would like to go back a little bit to the event that we just had. So that was the second annual afternoon in the park, right?
Yes.
If you want to talk a little bit about I
want to add a funny thing real quick about that. For some reason, I could not remember the name of the event. The entire
go and fall out.
tell me, and then 5 seconds later, I'm like,
was it on your script that I made?
I think so.
Well, I honestly I didn't know what it was named either for longest. I would forget too. I would say concert, I would say fundraiser, but then somebody said, like one of my advisors said, "Don't call it a fundraiser. People hate that." I'm like, okay, well, afternoon in the park then, because it's not really a concert because we don't have any bands this year.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And so so I was confused, but I get it. It's okay.
The DJ was the blast.
Yes.
The DJ that we had was really fun.
He was really fun. He gave us that Arlene joke.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have known.
It's not your lane. She's Arlene.
I should have known.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Tom joke. Yeah. That's his expertise, is dad jokes.
So, do we have a final count about how we
checks are still coming in? But yeah, so like a preliminary count is about 5,000-ish.
Wow.
So which is good, which is awesome. We need that, but it's still really far from our goal that I would like to have.
Yeah.
Because even like a good tote for 600 seniors, that's $12,000 minimum. Budgeting $20 a tote. I mean, that's a really generous tote. So it would be nice to raise a little bit more.
Right.
So that way the seniors have a good Christmas.
So do you have like some standout moments from the afternoon that you would say were like some of your favorites, or things that are like, this is going to stick with you?
Yeah. Well, you guys, for one. I'm not saying that just to say that. I'm saying that because you guys are amazing. You brought so much energy to the event. So again, I'm thankful for you both. So thank you. Superman's debut. He's new to the team. Yeah. That was his first event.
Nice.
And that was his, like, I think that's his first experience as a cosplayer, like a charity cosplayer too. So
yeah, I talked to him a little bit after the event, and he was like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But then everybody was so nice, and so welcoming. It was just like, yeah, I can do this.
And here's the thing, though, he really looks like Superman. So if you, we'll have to put a picture of it. But yes, I mean, but that's what I appreciate about our team, though. Like anybody who applies, there's a commitment to looking like the character, and he looks like the character. What was funny to me, though, people were asking, is he going to dress up like the Hulk because of his muscles? Oh. I'm like, no, this is Superman. But anyway, yes, he's going to be embarrassed when I talk about him. But yeah, so that's one. And then honestly, just watching the kids, like, well, here's another moment. So James told one of our handlers to put on the Pikachu cosplay. And so I help her on the truck because the suit's on the truck, and I'm helping her put it on. And so I, escort her off the truck. And I mean, it was just like this slow swarm of children just like going up to hug Pikachu, and they were also polite to each other. I mean, because it was a lot of children, but they'd all take turns. Like they would wait their turn and then hug Pikachu, and then step aside, and then wait. Another kid would hug Pikachu. I was just like, that is the most polite mom I've ever seen.
One standout moment from the event was the Grinch.
Oh my God. We have a video of that on our Facebook page at Real Okie Superheroes.
Yep.
But yeah, that was fun. I watch that video every day, several times a day still. But I think what makes it for me is Rex yelling, the Grinch is stealing
You're gonna see a swarm of children and
Miles Morales.
Yeah, and then you see like Miles coming back with one of the back and a child. There was one kid who was like bigger than this kid. Like, I won.
Well, and then what made me laugh even more was watching the Grinch just like, I give up. And then he goes to the beef tips. Yeah.
But the kids enjoyed it because throughout the event, they continuously would chase down the Grinch. Fantastic.
We found him again at the at Ecto. Yeah, we were going over to give Twinkies to the Ghostbusters, and the Grinch came by and like popped his head down like this. And there was a kid behind us, and they were like, set him off running with another pack of kids after him.
And that's funny. There was also the Grinch's debut that day as well. So.
No. Definitely a memorable one.
Yeah, I mean, you have to hand it to our team, though. I'm telling you, like, with the costume changes, those aren't easy, Yeah. And Stephen, he was the Grinch / the Hulk / Batman / Leonardo.
Right.
I mean, he worked so hard. They're not
all hard costumes.
Well, they require like handlers, and that's a lot of physical energy in those suits.
Especially the Hulk.
The Hulk, yes. Yeah. The Hulk is like a 90-pound suit. And so, I mean, it's made by the same people that made our turtle suit. And I'm Raphael, so that turtle suit's like 40 pounds. So imagine like an 80-pound suit that you can't see out of. And the Hulk is like a literal straitjacket, because once you're zipped in, you have to trust that somebody's going to let you out, because you can't use your hands.
You can't do it. Yeah. So, those hands are massive.
Yes. So, yeah. But there's so many magical Mary Poppins and Bert.
They were definitely one of my favorites.
It was my childhood.
I got goosebumps as soon as they both started singing. I started tearing up. And then afterwards, I just told them, you guys are part of my childhood. You guys I learned how to speak English because of the movie and all this stuff. And so they're like, that's so sweet. I had my Filipino accent till I was about 4 or 5.
Oh wow, okay.
And so I clearly don't have it anymore. But I mean, I could take one if I need to. But I don't really speak one.
Okay.
I don't really speak with an accent anymore. But
That's neat.
Mary Poppins.
I love Mary Poppins.
Also want. Oh my gosh! Every time I see them, but freaking Jericho and Caitlin and Libby.
Yeah. See, there's just so many things.
Amazing.
There's just so many things to talk about. Yes, they were amazing.
I love watching them fly. They're so pretty.
It's just so pretty, so effortless. Like they're just up there and they do their thing, and it's like wow.
And in that wind, at one point, Denise leaned over and she was like, "Nobody realizes how much she's struggling right now."
Oh, so I've performed outside in the wind. Nearly felt like so the wind catches the fabric of the silk, and so then all that weight tries to carry you away. So it's really hard.
Okay.
It exerts a lot of energy to stay up there and to perform your routine and while holding yourself up.
And you couldn't even tell.
Nope.
No,
She did a very good job.
They're all amazing. So
but thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna set you free here pretty quick to wrap this up, but is there anything else that you want to maybe shout out that you want to let people know about, or
well, thank you to all of our supporters. Thank you to all of our volunteers, our whole team that helps ROS, that makes ROS what it is. So I mean that's from our handlers, especially our handlers. They're the ones that help us get dressed and take pictures and everything. And pictures help tell the story, and so we can't tell our story without handlers and people taking pictures and video and all that. But yeah, I'm just really thankful and blessed to even have a team like this. I did not expect it to go to this level.
Yeah, it's
like I almost feel like Aragorn, like they say he was like the reluctant leader, and I often feel like that. But yeah,
you do an amazing job.
Well, thank you.
Keeping everything moving and going.
I try.
From the outside, it looks very effortless.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
Right. Everything looks so great.
Oh, I appreciate that. But no, thank you to everybody, and thank you everybody watching. I hope you're a new supporter. If you don't know about us, come like us on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. If you want to volunteer, you can message us for an application, or we can talk to you about volunteering and what that looks like. If you have a company that needs a charity to support, we would love to be that little charity to support. So yeah, just thank you.
Yeah. And thank you for coming. I love you to pieces.
And thank you, Bonnie, for being my support animal.
She's so good at
Bonnie's so good at that. Anything else? Also, don't forget, subscribe on our YouTube, like and subscribe on their YouTube, Real Okie Superheroes. We do have our Patreon, which offers our exclusive Women of Star Wars episodes every month. Those are a lot of fun. We are getting ready to record our October. But we have covered women such as Deidre, Reva,
Leia,
Holdo.
But you can only watch those if you're a Patreon subscriber.
Yes.
So any level gets access to that. Any level also gets access to our Discord, and the Discord has a couple of sections that are Patreon only, but everything else is completely open to the public. We'd love for you guys to come talk to us there, show us your pets, send us your memes.
I love sharing Star Wars memes. That's what I do all the time. Everything can be found at Travelin' Bantha. So I guess from our galaxy to yours,
May the Force be with you.
Always.
That was fun.
Thank you for listening to Sisterhood of the Traveling Bantha, written and produced by Denise McKay.
Edited and produced by Rexy Jupiter.
And with special brand marketing help by Bailey Hawkins.
Original logo design by Tyler Rigney.
And intro and outro music provided by Galactic Empire. And you can find us on all streaming platforms at Traveling Bantha and now on YouTube.
Don't forget, we also have a Discord where we have channels for all kinds of things. So remember to come join us there and sign up for our Patreon. You get exclusive merch, behind the scenes look, monthly Women of Star Wars episode, and more things as we're always adding them.
And special thank you to Jedi Knight members and higher, including Rooney, Michael Beavers, and James Peak.
And Mark Collier.
And from our galaxy to yours,
May the Force be with you.
Always.